about the delay and the tech issues again. Tommy listeners viewers, there were tech issues, and well, there you go, more tech issues. So just my overlay. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm going to run everything now. I'm going to run the video. So bear with us, and we're going live now. Welcome, everybody.
Lag.
Let me do that again. Welcome to SlagPits and Warden. And joining with me today on my left is Johnny. How are you, Johnny? Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly crisp. And
brilliant. And how are you?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good.
To my side is Monica, and how are you, my darling?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And on my far right, Munchie, and how are you, my darling?
Really good. A bit tired, but all good.
Brilliant. We have some good topics for you today, but before we get into that, we have an epic amount of news. How much news has there been this week? I cannot believe it. I've typed up the news about 3,000 times. So I thought, right, finish the news, done that, and then, no, there's more news. There's so much drama this week. I cannot believe it.
Oh, yeah.
First we had, well, at the beginning, first to start off, we had Slayer Jessica come out on Haters with a rather long post on Twitter in response to what's been happening with players during the season. And there's been some responses to that. Well, I'll put it in the chat for anyone who wants to read it. You'll be there a while. Basically, a lot about lawsuits, etc. I'm not going to dwell on it too long because we've got an epic amount of news to go through. So I'm going to post that in the chat for you. You'll be there with me. This is news article 1, and I'm not going to go into such a long post. News number 2, basically Shoutcraft is having their invitation number 2, it started today, about roughly 5 hours ago, and it finishes tomorrow with 8 players going on. There's a prize for everybody taking part, which is mainly the news portion of it, but everybody who enters goes to win the prize, which is very nice. So far I know that Chef has gone through, and Sake's gone through as far as I'm aware. But you can go and check that out. Apparently at the moment he's got something like 17,000 viewers. Oh. Lucky guy! This is viewers. I would rather you didn't go join him. I would rather you stayed here with us. Although you can feel
So
very
is it going on right now or something?
It's still going on now, yes. It started about 5 hours ago, so I reckon, and it's still going on. Moving on to esports in news, LOL went down to divide the EU servers into West and Nordic. And while they were down, they had a lovely stream going on with entertainment, basically. They said the servers have gone down, we're going to give you some entertainment while we're down. And I thought that was lovely, jubbly. Apparently the music is 4 times louder than me. Right, okay, I'll fix that. Bear with me. Sorry. There we go. There we go. I'm sure you'll feed back to me if that's okay. And apparently because the music is 4 times louder than me, you may have missed half the news. However, I'm not going to recap, right? Right, okay. Moving on, apparently Chef and FXO have mutually parted ways. What do we all think about this? Why do we think Chef and FXO have gone their separate ways?
Well, actually, I heard from Duran. If you know him, he's Saris. He ran the NASL. He used to have a lot of connections with Chef, and they're just on a really good, friendly basis. And apparently Chef went and talked to him and said, Korea houses, programming houses, are just a very different environment, where they have somewhat of a strict schedule. They won't let him take off time to learn Korean through Rosetta Stone, that sort of thing. There are a lot of different cultural differences and just differences in expectations. So that's what I've heard.
Okay. What else has been going on this week? A hell of a lot. Okay. Puma, winner of NASL, everybody will have heard about this, it's been everywhere. Puma and TSL, he's basically gone, see you, NASL, I'm going to be evil geniuses. I'm going to become an evil genius. And he has done, well, apparently this is still going through and contracts being signed, etc. There was a lot of drama about it. And he was on, basically Alex Garfield was on Weapon of Choice with DJ Wheat, as was Orange Milkies as well. And they were discussing the topic for a very long time, actually. This is another one of those things that's been going on for an epically long time. But what does everybody think about this?
Oh boy, it's a really heated topic, actually, but I don't know. What do you guys... what do you think, Monsi?
Well, I don't really see that much wrong with Puma, because I can understand why he did things that way. He was in this foreign country and super excited, winning this super big tournament, and the atmosphere in the place and everything, I think, got to him. So I can understand him, but I think it would have been different if PG had done things differently. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's up to Puma and what's best for Puma. Somehow it got into a business discussion at the end of Weapon of Choice. Mona, what do you think? You had a couple of things to say about it on Twitter, did you not?
I have so many choice words about EG, but I'm not going to say them all. And just in case I offend anyone, but I do not agree with EG's stance and business model, because what they're doing essentially is, it's a good business model, especially since, they are a business. They approach a player, offer him good conditions, and everyone wins. But it's actually destroying some of the Korean infrastructure just because it's you're not building, you're not building relationships, and you're basically transplanting a plant that is growing in a very nice environment, in a very nice, glass house, and taking him into America where he's not going to have the same, opportunities to train. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to join U.S. foreign tournaments, but that can be done with, something like what Complexity just did, right? Complexity and MVP, they have a nice sort of system going on. Yeah, and I feel really bad for TSL because, you know, like how Puma was saying, you know, my team is in a really bad situation right now, so this win is for them, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, it's we won't go any further into that. It was drama enough, and I think it's been beaten with a very hard stick. I've got some tech news for you techies out there. Geekbeat TV has done a review of a new Samsung TV. 3D plasma TV, it's 51 inches. And like any flashy TV, it comes with 3D. And apparently you can upgrade your glasses. You can get a better version of your 3D glasses. They're obviously going to charge you extra for this, but it's coming with the bare minimal. You've got 4 HD slots and 2 USB slots, and that's it. You don't get anything else. However, you do get a QWERTY keyboard on the back of your remote, and it's basically, you can cut the cable and go 100% digital with this. It comes with lots of apps, etc. I will post a link to it here. If you, for some reason, feel you need 51 inches of real estate on your TV, go ahead. In other news, AMD are struggling. Well, this should be news to anyone who's familiar with AMD, but they've had a $7 million loss, which is not good news for you AMD fanboys. But maybe AMD needs to
AMD.
But basically, maybe AMD needs to sit up and rethink the game plan slightly. I think they do. And also Mac OS X 10.7 Lion dropped the other day, and it had 1 million downloads on the first day. Woo! Which is good news. I am skimming through this news rather fast because I try not to stay too long on the news, but there's been so much news this week. It's been epic. And in game-related kind of techie news, EA and BioWare have announced the price of the Star Wars Old Republic MMO. I hope you've all got deep wallets. For the collector's edition, $150.
Oh.
$150. Does that not sound like a lot to anybody else but me?
Is that a one-time payment?
Yeah, then you've got a subscription on top of that.
Oh, wow.
It's a little enough.
Standard game is $60. The digital pack is $80. And then the collector's edition is $150. And you get in the collector's pack what you get in any collector's edition. You get a USB key fob, etc. On top of this, you've got the subscription, which I don't know how much a subscription is. I think, to be honest, I'm going to be holding off on this. It just seems like a hell of a big amount to me. But I will post a link in for you guys who want to have a look, if you want evidence of this travesty of pricing. Just to round things up, poor Day9. He is a magician of sorts. He's been having his USB HD webcam plugged into the Firewire port for 2 months, and it's been working.
How did he get it in there? That's the question.
I think I saw something on Twitter about this. It wasn't so bad.
I think the guy is a magician and a wizard, because he got it in there and got it to work. So he says. I honestly don't know. And apparently, now, here's me sitting there yesterday thinking all the news is rounded up and typed up, and then no, Complexity and MVP have got to team up with an exclusive partnership. And I would have a link for that, but for some reason it's disappeared. Apparently